1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the 27, Jones, right side. That's complete to Gronkowski. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cordero Patterson there to make the grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 as
touchdown! Randy Moss from 17 yards out. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And I guess right now, as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be. Exactly.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get it.
The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes.
The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And that's complete to Gates. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third down, Peyton. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Watch the run. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there just before halftime. One of the good things about throwing in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those 2-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Folk's kick is good. First half in the book. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Jones escaping the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Jones throwing on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots continue to roll. On for the extra point is Folk. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off play action, Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. A
that's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Hill will opt for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing after the interception, Fields. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead will swell by one more. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Throwing on third down, Fields got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got Smith here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. 19 Lions. Nightmares. Check Mike, man, Mike.
Throwing on first down. Jones. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Folk for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 29, Fields. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Fields.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for New England. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you...
Look, I played the game.